What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay,
Seth.
and we are moving right along. I'm hearing good things. A lot of the rookie minicamp is over. I think there's like one more training camp coming up.
I heard what your boy Dayball is still being Dayball.
Well, it's not directly Dayball. I heard it from Salah, but like the big thing from Giants media is that like rookie minicamp was an actual practice.
Yeah,
like it wasn't like pads and hitting, but it was like a full run through. They were running things, they were learning plays. Whereas Dayball always kind of like basically took rookie minicamp to show everybody where the cafeteria and the bathroom is. Meanwhile, I'm hearing Solid come into press conferences, and be like, "Oh well, our rookies have been kind of busy. There's a lot of traveling, so we're just gonna let them rest." And I'm like, "Oh."
But see, I felt like that was the problem with the Jets a little bit. Remember, I didn't feel like he was.
I think he's a fire up guy, but I don't know if he's necessarily like a hard nosed coach.
And I think that's how Dayball is. I think it's gonna be the same problems again. Like
now, I will say one thing I think will be the difference for them is Jackson Dart kind of like, hey, I'm coming in and I'm trying to be. He had or he's got moxie. He'll command the huddle, but he still kind of like let the coach set the tone.
Yeah.
Mario Cristobal, Miami's head coach, which was his coach in college, he told a story where apparently, I think his rookie year, it was either rookie or sophomore year, he was trying to get all the receivers together so that they could go ahead and start passing before training camp started. And one of the receivers was like, no, I'm going to stay home in Fort Lauderdale. I'm going to work out with Lamar Jackson. And Cam Ward's response was, well, I hope his ass is throwing you passes during the year because I ain't throwing you shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
then he showed up. I'm sorry, Cam Ward. Did I say Jackson Dart? No, I'm talking Cam Ward. I'm sorry. Okay. I said Jackson Dart because I was saying like he's got aura, but no, I said because he kind of let the coach run things. Okay, but then Mario Cristobal, Cam Ward's. If I said Jackson Dart, I'm sorry. Cam Ward's head coach. We don't, man, whatever. Okay. But he was like, yeah, nah. So I think it's gonna help a little because I don't think Cam Ward necessarily needs.
That's funny
that kind of discipline.
Lamar gonna throw to you.
Yeah,
I'm your quarterback. I'm the one you got. You don't have to like. We're not all the same. It's not like plug and play. One quarterback's another quarterback. That's true. They're gonna have different.
Like the ball's gonna come off his hand different than me.
I might have a cue for you, like, "Hey, get over here," and you should be able to. We should know each other to where you can almost know what I'm thinking once we get.
Does it matter during the season if Lamar knows that you run across at 8 yards and cut it off at 8.5? No.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that he knows. I need to know that's how you cut your route off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to know that you prefer the ball over your left shoulder than right shoulder.
It's a respect issue. Like, I'm your quarterback, and I tell you, I need you.
We need to get together to do this.
Of this office, pretty much the leader of the team on some fronts. And
your answer is, "I'd rather play with another quarterback." Like, oh,
that doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
That being said, I don't think you're gonna have when your quarterback is the leader guy like that. Sometimes the coaches can be a little more laxed.
Yeah. Well,
Aaron Rodgers got away with lax coaches. Why? Because Aaron Rodgers jumps on your ass if you mess up.
Yeah, but I still think it's up to the coach to jump on that ass too. Like it's just like it should. I'm sorry. It shouldn't just be.
That's the New England thing. Did I lose your story?
It shouldn't just be, or like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that was my problem with the Jets. Remember, and I said that I was just like. Maybe because of Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
I don't need a cheerleader. We have cheerleaders. They're cute. I need a coach, you know? Yeah. And I think that's how I am. Like, McCarthy a little bit could be like, what? No, come here. Good job. Go over there. Like, I need coaching. And he had he's like, I'm part of the guys. No. Okay.
Yeah, like that's cool to an extent.
If you're winning, maybe. But you're not.
Yeah. It all comes down to... Because they've said the same thing about Harbaugh with this, though, the way he's doing it. Like, the guys are all up in arms, but if we go 0-4, like, that hard work sometimes starts to, like, shut up. Get out of my face, we suck.
Well, who fault is that?
And that's what happened to the other Harbaugh at San Francisco. He was hard-nosed running them, and it was great. And then when they started being a bad team, suddenly it was like, I'm not running again. We suck. I don't care. And that team fell apart. But
if that's your thought process, you already lost.
Wow. I mean, you can't help it. That if that's what you're gonna do, that's what you're gonna do.
I mean, everybody responds to different things, but like, if they're winning, fine. You know, if it's not broke, you don't fix it. But I think what the Titans are going to need is they're going to need a grown up in the room. I think that's what they're going to need, and I think that was a problem. Like I said, like he's just too relaxed for me, and they're both. When everyone's like, "Yeah," like.
Because I saw Jeffrey Simmons in an interview, and he was saying Salah makes you want to just like, all right, let's go. So like,
we'll see. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Because the problem is, it's a defensive hurrah guy is a little different than an offensive hurrah guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes offensive soft coaches it's really soft because offensives are soft. Defensive soft is still a little different. You know what I mean?
I guess we'll see.
But yeah, we'll see how they go.
I mean, it's hard to judge before they actually play, but I won't be surprised. Like I might be able to pinpoint, and it might be fine at first. That's the thing with that type of coaching. In the beginning, it's fun, and everybody's having fun, and they're winning. And, like you did your best, and it's great. But then, like season 2 or 3, when I want to win,
well, because I've heard that was kind of that was an issue over on our side. It was kind of there was like you can do it, and it's like he's not doing it. He needs somebody you can do it.
Another gear, I think that's what the problem is. So I think year 1 is fine. Everyone's gonna be having fun, and they probably better than they were the year before, which looks nice, and it makes you feel good about yourself. But
he works in San Francisco though.
Hey,
this is the coaching stuff he was brought over from San Francisco. He
wasn't the head coach.
No.
And San Francisco, what's his name?
Shanahan.
He could go for friend to foe really quickly.
That is true. I've seen Shanahan go off on people. I don't think I've ever seen Salah actually go off on somebody.
I have, but it's usually more the refs than the actual players, which is not always bad.
But
yeah.
So, well, I was gonna do like a whole schedule release episode and all that, and I thought that'd be cool. You know, they get you a whole episode.
This is
they leak so many. We've known for 2 days now half of these games.
They leak the main games. It's still like,
yeah, but those are the only ones you give a shit about. Nobody cares about. The Browns are playing, the Cardinals in week 6. Nobody cares about that.
Well, anyway, but now we have something to talk about.
I think
and when they release it, we go over it again.
Opening weekend games seem a little fun this year. Little question marks on some of the games, and then some of the normal staples and stuff. But they decided to start the season off with a rematch of the Super Bowl.
I think that sounds fun to me. It's funny how you're like. I think you get
okay
at the Super Bowl you get a glimpse of
questions for you.
Question:
how enjoyable was that Super Bowl? Was that an overly fun Super Bowl? Did Seattle kind of manhandle them and it was like, oh, wow.
Yes, but now you're bitter. It's a whole new season. It's new players and it's a chance to show them now because they beat you.
Okay.
And, I mean, the Patriots, like you said, they're going to have to play harder because he needs people to forget things.
Okay.
So
the first game of the season, meaning that's going to be one of the main games, that's going to be talked about a lot, and in the week or 2 leading up to it, it's going to be the game you're talking about because it's about to take place. Is there any, I don't know, odd controversies going on with either of those teams that probably wouldn't be a great thing to have be the first topic of the season?
Sometimes controversy brings in people. Controversy is not always a bad thing. Especially when there's nothing really to talk about, you want them to talk about anything.
For the mental health of the New England Patriots, do you think an extra added week of news is good for them?
It's football. Now? Get over it. It's going to happen anyway. Their coach made it about something other than football. It's going to be something other than football.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see how that goes. That's going to be a fun news week of reporting.
I don't think it's going to really matter. The first week can be the first game. You see all the little mistakes and stuff still early.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really see real football until damn near November now.
So
teams that are good in September and October, half of October now, are
trash. Football game on my birthday this year was a Thursday game.
Is that the Thursday? That's the Thanksgiving day.
No, Thursday.
No, Jesus. the Thursday night football game, which is the Bills and the Lions. That should be fun. I mean, I feel like they're the same team from two different like AFC and NFC version of each other.
What, the Lions
and the Bills, like they're the same level of good, but you don't really trust them.
They've been through the same hardship.
A lot of the same hardships.
No one has been through the same hardships as the Bills, but it's been hard.
The Lions went 0-16.
That is true, but have they lost 4 Super Bowl games in a row?
I don't think they've ever seen one.
Okay, well then, touche.
Yeah. What's where it's better to have loved than lost than never have loved at all.
That's true.
But yeah, I think we do the battle of the victim with Lions and Bills. I don't know. I think Lions might pull away with that. Like,
and even that season, they were like,
when did Buffalo go bankrupt? Yeah, Lions win. But I mean, yeah, 2 choke artist teams that should be a lot better than what they are. Yeah, I think we're seeing the window on both of them close. They've got a couple. They've got maybe 2-3 more seasons, and both teams, I think you're going to be looking at like, yeah. I don't know, Jim, but
this used to happen every year.
Every year,
and if it wasn't every year, it was every other year. It'd be Dallas versus the Giants or Giants versus Dallas. Unfortunately, it hasn't been great for you when you open up against Dallas.
I think our home openers should have been like 10-1 in the last decade against you.
Yeah. We tend to win the first game. Don't know how sometimes.
I think y'all win the first. Like, it doesn't seem to matter who you play. Y'all tend to win the first. Y'all win your game openers most years,
and then we look like
you play phenomenal in that game.
Don't make me go like, okay, this might be a not too bad year or whatever, and then the next game okay, it's what I thought it'd be.
Well, and then it's like 2-3 games later before you really see what team it is.
With Dallas, you can't gauge. Teams they should beat, they lose to. And then teams there's no way in hell they're winning this game. They'll not only beat, they defeat, crush. And you're just like, I don't understand. You lost to... They lost to Carolina. They'll lose to a bad Carolina team. Then beat a great San Francisco. It doesn't make sense.
I'll say our last 3 best seasons. Because I don't count the Daniel Jones playoff as one of our best seasons. That was kind of just a fluke.
It was a good season.
But if you go both Super Bowls, and then when we ended up losing the yacht game, we should have won that game. We were supposed to be good. We had absolutely abysmal starts.
Well, that's what the yacht game. I thought Trump was about to do it again.
Yeah,
because I think you were even
we were on a 9-game win streak.
But it was y'all was the first team because y'all was the first one to be
0-4, and then it was 0-5, and then it was we were the first team to go 0-6.
It was 1-5 or something.
It was something that nobody.
But it was something in that family. And then so they was no, they about to do it again. Yeah. They had won y'all were insane that stretch, and then that playoff game,
whatever. But either way, the beginning of our seasons,
playoffs. Romo taught me that.
Eli said, he's honestly, I don't think that overnight trip really affected anything.
But
it just looks bad. Well, it also depends. If you go on a trip like that and then you lose, but it's just oh man, they lost. Y'all after the Barbados and us, it looked like lack of focus.
I thought we went to Cancun.
Cancun, that's what it was. It was Cancun, but. Y'all look disorganized.
Yeah.
Which, see, y'all going on vacation instead of focusing. We had Victor Cruz, Sterling Shepard, and Odell Beckham had a bunch of drops.
It looked like Varsity Blues. You remember when they went out that night?
That partying and everything.
And then they tried to play, and they're that's how big looked.
And so even though y'all had been back for 3 days, we left the Sunday night before, the last game of the season. They won, flew down to where they were, took that picture the next day, and we're back by Tuesday.
Yeah.
So they'd been back. It wasn't like they took the week off. But when you come in and you're dropping passes, it's lack of focus.
Clearly, yeah. Yeah. And I think the strain to win is higher because you've been in the media for something so negative for
And sometimes that vacation does give you we're taking a vacation because we did what we needed to.
Yeah, and you didn't.
And you did it. Over. You didn't do what you needed to.
And I know Dallas thought that was over because they were really good that year. So
this is
this little thing called the playoffs.
And we'll get one. We're good.
And So.
Yeah. Same thing. Green Bay was not that great.
Yeah.
So we should have beat them. 4 drop touchdowns.
But we're
playing
each other on Sunday Night Football. He's all like,
okay.
No, he's all like, he had this like arrogant smile.
No.
Yeah.
She's being a sensitive Cowboys fan.
I'm okay. I'm sensitive, but not because I'm a Cowboys fan. Okay.
Well, all Cowboys fans are sensitive.
I don't like the trash.
Like I said, the Cowboys are the LL Cool J of the NFL. 99% of your fans wear high heels. But you know it's true.
Because we have a big female fan base.
What I said was, we lost last year. Dak and Russell Wilson were just throwing bombs. It was literally 2-play drives, bombs, touchdowns, back to back to back to back. With Matt Nagy doesn't do a deep ball offense. He does a short passing offense. And Greg Roman has a very physical running offense. And I was like, one of your biggest brags about how y'all used to handle the Eagles was when they went fast tempo, Tony Romo would slow down and wear the defense out for 6 minutes.
He goes slow or fast.
He
can.
Depending on who's playing against.
Our running game has gone up.
We'll see. And I was like, if we're going to beat y'all, it's going to be we're going to Tony Romo y'all. Well, if you're big...
Huh? The rumors about Chubbs.
Nick Chubb?
That's what there's rumors.
I mean, you could. He ain't looked that great in Houston last year. I mean, I guess maybe you're using him more as a power back to offset Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
So that might help.
But it was like a rumor going on. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't say it's bad, but...
But anyway, I'm sorry. But but y'all haven't beat us opening.
Yes.
Since Eli signed that wall.
The entire internet is split between Dallas fans going, this is a free game because the Giants literally are incapable of beating us, which is why I know y'all are going to get beat, because every time y'all get like that, every time y'all get like that, you get beat.
I don't like
that. And Giants fans being like, we're saying that Harbaugh is bringing in a new culture. Jackson Dart brought in a new culture. We have a new culture that's going to push forward. This is exactly what we have to win to have a new culture.
So what happens if this new culture gets mud stomped on opening game? Does that hurt the culture?
Yes, it does. Okay, as we know, this game, because how about we go to the opening games where y'all have to play Philly? Because guess how that one usually goes.
It was weird. Last year was
weird. Get stomped.
We didn't get stomped last year. We were winning.
That's right. That was that weird Hurricane Bowl.
Spit on him, and then it was
you had to get their best player ejected before the game to be able to compete. And they still beat them
when we played. They barely beat us, and they stopped the game midway through. We had full momentum. Well, he just threw an interception.
Philly ruins their season week 1, just like they tend to ruin ours. So we have to win this, and the season is usually ruined. It doesn't get better after losing to Dallas week 1. It doesn't.
So you just say in your mind that's lost week 1 Dallas, okay, and then you move forward.
Maybe that will be the new culture of John Harbaugh, is not letting the week 1 loss to Dallas.
That was chances are that's going to happen.
Bill Belichick said real football isn't played until October anyway.
All right, so like I said, because it doesn't really mean anything. Like, we'll beat you, and I'm not even saying like, oh, it's going to be this great victory. It could be barely beat y'all. It's the second game, because that's how Dallas is. I don't count the first game, because they'll win the first game.
And then, the rest of the internet is basically like...
Sometimes I like to get the loss out the way, though. I don't know about you.
Well, that's true.
But sometimes...
No, it can't be first, though. You can't start on that. I would rather go on like a 3-game win streak, 4-game, 5-game, something like, hey... Catch an L.
The more you win,
and then
the harder they make.
That's why, I don't want 9.
And then I don't care how good you are. Like,
because the problem is the teams going on the 10-game win streak. It never is just one loss.
Everybody's trying to beat you. Like you got
nobody wants to help let you be the undefeated.
But the problem is too, if you go too long without winning, it's the same problem. No one wants to lose to you first, and so now they're playing their greatest game of that season because they don't want to be the team. Like, Lions had to go through that when they were having, even if they weren't terrible, nobody wanted to lose to the Lions or Miami that one. Nobody wanted to lose to them. They're playing the best football they can possibly play.
And that was kind of how they got the 0-16. And I
think they won in the last game. I don't think anybody's...
Yeah, the Lions went 0-16 with Dan Orlovsky.
The
year where Dan Orlovsky ran on the back of the end zone, they went 0-16 that year.
Oh my goodness, I don't know.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they won one.
Okay. Nah, yeah, they lost all 16 that year.
Sorry. Anyway,
but the rest of the internet's reaction is basically like, I'm usually pissed when this is a primetime game because it sucks, but those games might be good this year.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of times when we're the opening against each other.
Yes, and it's not fun. It's y'all beating the hell out of us.
I always have fun.
Y'all had beat us 96-10 over the last 5 wins.
So funny how that works. Like it's another man's,
Yeah. Well, that shows you it's not really fun because the people that have no stake in it are like, yeah, no, this isn't fun.
It's fun.
Like he's not being a sore loser. This isn't fun. This is kind of lame.
I always have fun. Yeah.
It's like the Rams New England Super Bowl. It's just not fun to watch.
Like that one year y'all was beating us and you fell asleep because he had to go to work early the next. And we came back.
It was the Odell Beckham catch game.
And we came back.
We went up by 10. Odell made that catch, and we went up by... No. I saw the catch. It was... Yeah. We went up by 10. I think we shut you out in the next drive. And I was like, yeah, that's it. We got this. Good night.
I was holding his hand because I was nervous. And like when I seriously... We would start to come back. If I let his hand go, something bad would happen. So he was like, he woke up. I was like, he was like, what are you doing? I was like, I just wanted to, hold you. He's like, all right. He went back to sleep. And we came back to one. Like, I'm not saying it.
I woke up happy. He was like, hey. It's like, yeah. Guess what? I was like, what?
It was a good game, too. You missed a good game.
We came back. We beat y'all. Like, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me.
It was a good game. I enjoyed it. You can't count out Romo. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I think when history goes back, they're gonna realize Romo was an extremely good quarterback. I think he gets mistreated in the thought processes of time. But you can't count on Romo. But Thanksgiving we gotta play the Eagles.
Yeah, we'll get to the other game that's in the opening weekends in a second because
I'm sorry.
Well, these are all like happy, like ooh, these could be good games. That one I'm not worried about. I'm worried about. But Eagles, Cowboys, Thanksgiving. For the rest of the world, that's great. For me, that's great. No, I said, well, I'm going to come back to that because it's a change of, emotion.
Okay.
That's what I said. You don't listen.
I do, but then you start talking about it.
But,
you said you're going to come back.
No, but I have to live with a Cowboys fan. And I like Thanksgiving.
I'm a wonderful
I don't feel like I'm going to be in the house with multiple Cowboys fans.
Yeah. And we're fun. We're a hoot.
Unless Billy beats you.
Why would you even put that out in the universe? Like,
can and does happen.
I would like to see hurt, figuratively, not literally, get hurt, okay? Not literally, but figuratively. Like,
Well, I always clarify, because on some parts, I do want them hurt. I don't want them injured.
Yeah,
I don't want anything that's going to rock their brain. I don't want them to not be able to walk.
I don't hurt the play. I think he's good. You let him stay on the field.
Keep him on the field. That's how you know you're not.
I wanted more of a mental
This is what your competition thinks of Philly starting quarterback. Like, for all the Philly fans that might see this, this is what your competition thinks. We want your starting quarterback out there.
We want him to play.
We feel we have a better chance of beating y'all if your starting quarterback is there. That tells you something.
But he can't win, so don't get me wrong. To be like, because he can win. He's proven it. He has a Super Bowl ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they also have a history of Super Bowl winning backups. So,
but that's true too. But when you get in there,
once you get in his head, he's done.
He's done, and you want to just
the game where we mopped them last year. We weren't even up by that much. They cleared one more touchdown. I think they'd have been down by 6. I think it was 17-6 or something like that at one time. I can't
remember exactly.
Where a touchdown would have put him right in there. Devontae Smith was open by 10, 15 yards. Yeah. It was him in the end zone. And he just... And it was oh yeah, y'all are done. This is over. He's not here. He's checked out for the day. Once you get in his head, he's checked out. He gives me Drew Bledsoe vibes.
I can see that.
Where it can be some phenomenal play, but once you rattle him...
Because once the train's moving, he can keep it on the track, but you can get
once you rattle it off once you can derail his focus, ooh, it's bad.
Yeah, it's all mental out there.
Yeah.
Because I think he's probably more mental than physical anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's not, the most like greatest talent. He's not the most athletic quarterback. He doesn't have the greatest arm.
So you need him focused and his intelligence.
When he's focused, locked on, and he's in his mode, he's pretty good. But if you can get under that skin.
But Dallas we're home. We've tended to play well. I think because Dak is Dak's the opposite of Romo, right? He do better at home than away.
I think so, yes.
And
Romo did way better on the road.
Yeah.
He does better home, and his primetime games are a little bit. I think Romo had a lot more of his mistakes from primetime games.
Well, he only lost one Thanksgiving game his whole career, and that's when they realized he hadn't lost a Thanksgiving game, and they just
he hasn't lost a Thanksgiving game,
and they just
they lost.
Oh my goodness, like they just. I think we barely lost that one too, but still, like they were like that. What's that? You can't say that things like that with Romo. I'm like, but anyway, nothing. But I don't know. I think. We have our brother-in-law is the Eagles fan, and I love Angel, but it's nice to watch him, look upset.
A little bit sometimes.
So I think it could be good. I think it could be a good Thanksgiving, and hopefully, but unfortunately, we won't know until the season starts.
And like you were not in the last episode, but like the NFC East breakdown was kind of like. We don't know if Philly can be good because, like I said, their whole team's not playing good.
But they shouldn't be good, and they're good.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's the problem.
If the same players can win the Super Bowl, why do you look like crap? So it really comes down to whether their mental is going to be there, and we won't even know. That's
what I'm saying. Though you don't know because on paper you don't know why they're winning. They just win, and I think that's the problem with the Eagles. Yeah. For everybody, like
and when they lose, you don't know why they lost because the things that they lost on, you're like. Y'all are good at that. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, So, it's just because they were winning and they were terrible one year, and it's like they're not good, but they're winning. There's a W, like there's.
And then like last year they weren't winning, and it was like, okay, this team is really talented. Why are y'all not better? I don't know.
So I mean, that's the Eagles, but. I don't know. Having the schedule is getting me closer. I'm feeling more and more ready for football. I can't. Yeah. So we're supposed to talk about, we've got on a tangent.
Now the downside, because I'm going to go back to what we were talking about.
Okay.
Now the downside of Monday, of some of the scheduling is, first week Monday Night Football. Broncos Chiefs. You thought it was a good idea to put a divisional game with possible playoff implications in week 1 for two teams whose starting quarterback are coming off of major leg injuries.
Well, I mean, Mahomes might not be there.
He might not even be there. We don't know if Bo Nix is going to be 100%. He might still be trying to warm himself in.
It's a pretty big fan base for both of them. I mean, they already got like...
But how well will your ratings do if people are turning it off by halftime?
So who would you have open?
I think a primetime game, I don't know. I'd have to look at the rest of the schedule. But I don't think I'm taking two premier teams that might not be healthy for the game and make them that primetime game. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
It might be a little boring, but I think we're gonna be so thirsty for football. I don't know if we'll completely care.
Well, that's true. Yeah, but that's the last game of the weekend. So we've had a Wednesday game, a Thursday game. I think there's a Friday game. Sunday happened, and now it's like, ooh, let's wrap this up.
The Chiefs we won't know really who the backup quarterback is.
I can't remember who.
Because you know how the preseason goes. The preseason. I mean, you never know. The preseason might get you all jazzed up for somebody, and now you get to watch them play. You know how that goes.
We can see.
Who is this guy?
You get Stidham getting a little bit more than 1 week prep before he goes in. It could be better.
Yeah.
And who knows? They could both have.
Do you think Bo Nix will be back?
Well, probably. I was just throwing out a backup. But
I think it's the Chiefs.
Like I was going to say,
I don't know.
They could both be back healthy. I've heard that Mahomes' rehab is going extremely well. Really? And he's actually healing really well.
Okay.
So I think it's a risky take. I think you hold that game until week 4 or 5. Give them 6. Give them a chance to make sure they're back and make sure you can this is a primetime game.
Well, I give them that. Forget it. Let's do it.
But well, I started this out by saying that because of all the leaks, there's no point in doing a scheduled Reese episode.
Okay.
Because this episode was supposed to be the next episode in our divisional breakdowns. Going from NFC East, we were going to do the NFC West. Well, we're half an hour in.
So
I'm gonna make this the schedule release episode, and we'll come back probably with Craig later and give the NFC West breakdown, because that's gonna be at least another 15, 20 minutes of talk, and I'm not adding that to this. It'd just be unnecessary.
Okay.
So, like I said, the leaks make the schedule release almost irrelevant, because clearly we know everything. We just did a whole half an hour episode.
Still going to do schedule release for each team. That was fun last year.
Yeah, their profile things, the little videos are fun.
I thought that was fun last year, so I think it's going to get better. AI is even better.
The Chargers is always better than their team is.
Be terrible. Like, I love my teams, but they
God, their social media stuff is trash.
It's very. I think it's nice on some sense, because I think it's very fan friendly. I think you feel like you get to watch Lamb personally, kind of, because that's how it was. A lot more like, hey, let's go golfing. But then you get Seattle and them who
the Chargers have a whole anime. Tennessee had the hilarious one where they
good.
Tennessee had the Titans had the one where they're asking people on Broad Street.
Who did the
Main Street or whatever.
Office? What's the show? Not surveillance. What's the name of that show?
Severance.
Severance.
That was good. I can't remember who that was.
It wasn't Seattle, was it?
I don't remember.
I forgot who did this.
But that was really good.
That was good.
But Tennessee was asking the people about the teams, but they were purposely trying to get people that didn't know the teams. So they were like, it was 3 or 4 girls, and they were like, "That's the Dallas Cowboys." It was the Colts. Because it's the horseshoe. They just assumed it was a cowboy. Oh, that was hilarious.
That was funny.
But yeah.
So I feel like Dallas felt like you hanging out with Lamb.
Dallas feels like a geriatric Jerry Jones.
It was like, why don't you
that's a good idea.
Do something fun.
All the rest of them are clearly giving it to a young team.
Once you get to see other people's ideas, then you're like, oh, we could.
Because Washington did the Oregon Trail, right? It was the old 8-bit computer game look.
It was fun.
It was cool. I liked it, but
so I think that's fun. But you know what I'm saying. But I don't know. This do get me excited about football. I'm getting almost back. See, I get this summer.
And we'll start to see them doing things. You'll start getting video of people playing themselves.
Yeah.
And that gets you going. Well, because it's your own team.
I know. But
that gets you going. Gets your engine running. It's provocative.
We live right by the Ravens Stadium, so you could tell when Baltimore is starting to feel football again. That's always fun, I think.
Yeah.
Washington, they've been hurt for so long. They're not where
they're waiting to see whether the season goes well before they start getting excited.
They don't get excited until midway.
Yeah. When they've already hey, I'm pretty sure we can get double-digit wins this year. Then you'll start hearing
you don't know what our record is. We're 8.
What are y'all right now? We're 8-3.
And then you start watching old skin stuff everybody. You're
oh, okay, so y'all feel safe to be proud this year.
They've been hurt before, so it's gradual. But the Ravens usually come out early with theirs.
Because they expect to be good. But we'll see how that goes. But all right. Y'all go ahead, comment, subscribe.
Who are you excited about to watch?
Yeah, we only went over pretty much the opening weekend and then Thanksgiving because it's Thanksgiving.
If you start talking to us, we'll start talking to you. So comment,
subscribe,
share.
Hit us on Instagram, hit us on X, and we'll holler at y'all next time, all right? God bless.